Perfect. Hi, Rocky.
Hey, Alia, how are you?
Great. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. So as you know, today we're going to jump right into it. We're talking about the GemLightbox and the GemLightbox Macro. We've done this a few times now, so everyone knows the drill. If you have any questions, use the Q&A box. If you want to reach us afterwards, you know how to. You can reach us by email, LinkedIn. Rocky even shares his WhatsApp number, so it's pretty great. And then in terms of what you might need to know, we're launching our new Try Before You Buy platform today, which we're really excited about, which essentially means that any of the 3 devices from the GemLightbox team, you can rent from us or borrow from us rather, for 2 days. So for instance, you borrow it on a Monday, you pick it up in the morning, and you bring it to us on Tuesday evening. That way we have enough time to sanitize it. And then on Thursday, the next company can pick it up for Friday delivery. So this way everyone gets to try the devices before they decide to buy, if that's what you want to do. So I hope that that gives you all the information that you need to know. I would definitely pay attention to what Rocky's doing today, because it's essentially what you'll be able to do in your offices. In case you don't understand or you have any questions after, don't worry. Rocky and his team are really great about doing or scheduling calls, so you can have a look for yourself, and they'll do a demo from where they are and you in your office. So it's really easy to facilitate. And yeah, that's about all the announcements we have from our end. So without further ado, Rocky, the floor is yours.
Yep, awesome. Thank you so much, Ahalia. It's always good to present for everyone here at AWDC. For today's webinar, we will essentially be doing a photography session on the GemLightbox and the GemLightbox Macro, just to go through the step-by-step instructions on how to use it, how to get the best photos and videos. But today, in addition to just doing photos and videos, I want to actually show everyone the entire selling process of how you can actually take your photos and videos to the next level with what we've created with augmented reality and artificial intelligence. But we'll break the webinar down into 2 separate parts. We'll focus the first session on taking photos and videos of jewelry and diamonds, and then we'll move on to the next part where we can talk about artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and how you can actually take these media files and turn them into catalogs so that you can send them to your customers and get the sale. So jumping straight into it, what I have in front of me today is the GemLightbox Macro. I've already got a diamond set up on the inside, and the GemLightbox Macro is already switched on. For the viewers with me today who haven't heard about the GemLightbox Macro, it's essentially a diamond photography machine Picup Media has designed specifically for the diamond industry, and it allows you to capture loose stones ranging from 0.1 carat all the way up to 50 carats at a 10x zoom. Now, we've got 4 different lighting options with the GemLightbox Macro. We've got sparkles, the yellow light, we've got the white light, and the blue light. So 4 different lighting options for you to capture any different color jewelry, any different color of diamonds, so that you get the real true color accuracy. What I have here today is a 0.5 carat diamond, which I've already placed inside the GemLightbox Macro. Now, using the GemLightbox Macro app, we can simply take the photo in just 1 click. So we're just going to take the photo like this. And you can see that we're able to get really amazing details just like that. We can then save the media file into the GemLightbox application. And to take videos, it's also very simple. You just tap into the video mode and you simply tap the red button to record. And the app does 90% of the work for you. So there's actually no technical or professional training required. If you know how to use a smartphone application, then you'll know how to use the GemLightbox Macro. So there you have it, a 360 video captured on the 0.5 carat diamond in just a few seconds. Now, you can really see the amazing details of the diamond from your smartphone, all the facets, the sparkles, and the beautiful color as well as it's rotating to the front. Absolutely amazing. And we're just going to save this media file onto the smartphone. And just to show you where everything is saved, we've got the gallery here. This is the amazing diamond that we've just captured. And then we've also got the diamond over here, just like that. Now, we're going to move on to the GemLightbox now to show how you can photograph jewelry just as easy as well. So I'm just going to move my camera so that it's in front of the GemLightbox like this. And I'm just going to plug the GemLightbox in. Now, for the viewers with us today who hasn't heard about the GemLightbox before, It's a machine that lets you capture studio quality videos and photos using just your smartphone. Traditionally, with jewelry photography, it's always been something that's very difficult, especially capturing fine jewelry. When you're capturing fine jewelry, the metal, the reflections, the color of the diamonds and gemstone, you can never really get it right, especially when it comes to fancy colored diamonds. And that was when our company went out to the market to actually look for a solution that could actually do the job, and we couldn't find one. So we decided to create our own solution, which is the GemLightbox in front of us today. So what we have inside the GemLightbox is just a cubic zirconia ring. And again, all I need to do is place my smartphone in front of the GemLightbox over here, select the white background filter, and you can see instantly, this automatically turns the background into a beautiful white background ready to go. Now, the white background is really amazing for e-commerce, any sort of, I guess, e-commerce platforms, your own website, because white background is the industry standard now when it comes to selling products online. It's not distracting, it's nice and clean, it's professional. It gives your customers trust when you have a beautiful white background image. And this is something that I guess businesses, especially in the jewelry industry, has taken a long time to try to work out how to actually get this perfect for jewelry, especially when it comes to photographing silver, white, gold. Generally, you get really washed out colors when you oversaturate the background to a white background. You can see that using the GemLightbox application. What we have captured here is amazing details of this piece of jewelry, just like this. Now, once you position your jewelry correctly in the middle of the frame of the GemLightbox application, all you need to do is tap and capture the photo. And there you go. Really amazing details of this piece of jewelry in just the one click. Now, the next part is that I want to show everyone how to do videos as well. And video is just as simple. Once the jewelry is in the center, you simply go into video mode, tap and record. Now, video itself is actually getting more and more important. A lot of e-commerce platforms are allowing jewelers to start uploading videos. When it comes to capturing videos of jewelry, that's something that's also very difficult. What is the best way to capture the beautiful sparkles of the diamond without losing the details of the jewelry? What is the best way to capture all the details around the shank without capturing the bad reflections that you usually get when you capture reflective jewelry, right? So our answer to this is the GemLightbox. We've designed a completely perfect in-closed solution photography lightbox, which allows you to do that. Of course, if you don't use a GemLightbox, you can still capture really good jewelry photography. It's just going to be a little bit harder for you to learn and master the different lightings that you need to adjust, and the different colors that you need to actually place around the box to get the perfect result. So I think going back to what Halia mentioned, right now with AWDC, you can do a try and buy. I think this is the perfect opportunity for everyone to go in there, speak to Halia, and really try out the GemLightbox to see the results for yourself. But more or less, you can see that on my side, we are getting really, really good results of both jewelry and diamonds. Now, at Picup Media, we work with over 10,000 clients worldwide. And after getting everyone a very simple way to capture really good photos and videos, we started hearing from our customers, what's the best way to actually start getting these photos and videos onto the computer where they can start selling, right? On our side, it didn't make sense that jewelers had to, and diamond dealers had to manually transfer the files one by one to the computer. For one product, someone might actually take up to 5 images. That's very common. You might do a side shot, you might do a front shot. As I'm actually going through this now, I might even just do one more front shot just to show you what I mean, right? And the idea of taking more photos and videos is that you'll be able to increase your conversion rate. Customers want to see more photos of your jewelry before they make a purchase, especially when it comes to expensive items. The more information you give them, the more likely they're going to make a decision online to purchase your jewelry. So this is another shot that I really like, and it's called the front on shot. It's something that's very simple. Not a lot of jewelers know about it. All you need to do is rotate your camera to the landscape mode, so that it's looking directly at the center stone. And the idea here is that you have your camera lens looking directly at the center stone so that you really get amazing details of your jewelry like this. So I'm just going to take one more shot because this shot looks really amazing, just to show you what I mean. So look at that. Absolutely amazing details of your jewelry using just your smartphone. So you can see just by adjusting the angle of your phone, you can get a completely different look for your jewelry. And you know that's why jewelry photography is also very challenging. You know, there's so many ways to do it. And for us, we are simplifying the jewelry photography process for our customers and the jewelry industry, right? Amazing details of the jewelry. Now, as I was taking photos and videos of the jewelry and diamonds just then, these photos were actually being synced onto the computer. So this is what we call the Picup Media Hub. It's essentially an extension of the GemLightbox application. It does everything that the GemLightbox app on the smartphone can do, plus more, such as editing, artificial intelligence technology we've incorporated in it, retouching, writing description, and so on. So let me just refresh my Picup Media Hub. And we should see the photos and videos we just captured appearing here on the dashboard, just like that. So we've got our diamond that we photographed just then over here. We've got the 360 video of the diamond as well. Now, one really amazing feature of the Picup Media Hub is that it automatically converts your 360 videos into interactive videos. And what I mean by interactive videos is that you'll be able to embed these videos directly onto your website, where your customers can actually scroll and interact with the video by scrolling left and right like this, right? And the idea behind this is that it really gives your customers the experience as they would in store, allowing them to really feel like they're inspecting the piece of jewelry at every single angle, stopping whenever they want to, zooming in to look at the details of the diamond or jewelry, depending on what they're looking at, just like this, very simply. And of course, this is exactly the same for the jewelry as well. We've got the jewelry that's uploaded over here. We've got the 360 video over here as well. Really amazing piece of jewelry. We can spin this left and right. And we've got the front on shot as well. Now, taking this one extra step, right? Once this is on your Picup Media Hub, the next challenge we want to solve for our customers, which I want to share with everyone to help, is that we want to give the customers a way to categorize the media files into different product types. So you can see that on my own Picup Media Hub dashboard over here, I've got about 52 pages of photos and videos. Now, if someone wants to come up to me and say, hey, Rocky, I'm looking for a 0.5 carat diamond, can you please send me your photos and videos? You can imagine that it's quite hard for me to actually find that item for them and go through all 52 pages, right? If I don't have everything organized in the one place. So one way that we've implemented into the Picup Media Hub to solve this issue is that we have allowed our customers to assign SKU numbers to the media file. So I've selected the 2 diamonds over here. Now, all I need to do is assign the SKU. I'm just going to put AWDC diamond as the SKU for this example. Create a new SKU. And I'm going to do the same over here as well. So AWDC diamond, just like that. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing for the rings over here. So I've selected my 3 ring media files I've just captured. I'm going to assign a SKU to them, and I'm going to call this AWDC ring. And then I will rename the last 2 the same SKU number as well. Now, so the first step was the photography step. Now, after this is on your computer, we're able to organize everything into the individual SKUs. And what this does is that it groups everything together for you. Now, when I go into my dashboard and I search for that item, AWDC ring, you can see that I'm able to pull up every single file that's associated with the same SKU. So we've got our front on shot. We've got our normal shot that you can see the back shank. And we've also got the 360 video as well. Now, taking this one extra step, after you've got everything categorized, we wanted to give our customers or the GemLightbox app users a way to actually populate the attribute, add the pricing, add all the description information so that they've truly got everything in the one place. Now, the way we've implemented this is that you're able to, first of all, add the title for your ring. So for this, I can just call it a diamond ring. Now, the next part is something that I'm always excited to share with everyone, and that's our AI description writer. We know that writing jewelry description is very difficult, especially when it comes to designs that's very unique, especially when it comes to businesses that have over hundreds, if not thousands of SKUs. You know, how can one person possibly sit down behind a computer and write that many descriptions for a piece of jewelry? You know, keeping in mind that the description needs to be good enough to tell a story, to sell the piece, right? So we created a way around that, or a way to help jewelers overcome this challenge. So this is what we call our AI description writer. And essentially you are able to input the key characteristics of the jewelry. So let me say, as an example, this jewelry here is a 1.2 carat. So let me just fix the spelling. So 1.2 carat. This one is a brilliant cut diamond with small side stones. And the band is white gold. And I can just include some, you know, basic descriptive words that come to mind. So it's beautiful, elegant, and yeah, we can leave it at that. And we hit confirm, and you can see that in just 5 to 10 seconds, the AI description writer will come up with 3 perfect jewelry descriptions ready to go for you to put onto your product listing. So I'll read one of them out to you. This beautiful diamond ring is a symbol of your commitment to love. The white gold band is set with 1.2 carat brilliant cut diamond at its center, surrounded by round diamonds and finished with high polished edges. This ring is elegant and beautiful and would last as long as your love does. Right, so an amazing description written in just a few seconds using the Picup Media Hub. And this just populates over here ready for you to use. And of course, you can edit the finer details if you want. If it's not exactly 1.2 carat, you can go back in there and change that information as you need to. But the idea is that it's done 99% of the work for you so that you can continue taking photos and videos, keep writing descriptions for your pieces and uploading this onto your website or social media as well. Now, moving on to the next part. The next part here allows us to essentially put the pricing, the quantity and the metal type. So let's just say, as an example, this ring over here is $3,000. We can enter this as a price. We only have one quantity in stock. And for the metal type, we've got white gold. The cut itself is a brilliant cut. The carat is 1.2 carat. And it's optional to add, let's say, your own custom field. So for this example, I've added WhatsApp because after a customer looks at your photos and videos, after they read the description, after they look at all the key characteristics such as the price, the next step you want the customer to do is essentially contact you. So for me, I actually recommend always including contact information when you're sending media files to your customers, whether it's on your photos and videos, whether it's, you know, on a separate product listing as what I'm doing now. There is really no point sending the media files out to someone if they can't get back in touch with you or if they don't know who sent them the photo and video. You know, for this example, I'll just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as the WhatsApp number for the person to contact. And just a quick note as well that with the GemLightbox application on the smartphone, there is the option to add your own logo or your contact number as you take the photos and videos as well. Now, after everything is populated over here, the next step is, you know, how can I quickly share this with the customer? I've taken the photos and videos already. I've populated the items with the perfect attributes, with the description. It's ready to sell. So how can I share this with the customers? And that's very simple. To answer that question, it just takes one click. You get the link and you simply share this link to your customers either by email, WhatsApp, and whatever social media platform you choose to share this with your customers on. So you can see that they have the option to actually see the first image over here, the 360 video just like this, and the front on shot that I've captured from before. Now, on the right-hand side, you've also included all the information in the one link, which is extremely useful for the customer because, you know, sometimes photos and videos is not enough. It's not enough for the customer to look at this and tell that it's a 1.2 carat diamond. It's not enough for them to know the price from just sending the photos and videos. So you've got the diamond ring, you've got the description, and you've got all your key items listed on the right-hand side over here as well, ready to go. Now, what we can do as well, we can actually do the same thing for the diamond as well. So if we go back to products, searching for the products over here, instead of typing the ring, we're just going to go back and type the diamond. You can see that I can easily find the diamond out of the 50 or so pages of media files I have. Just like that, very simple. I don't need to click through all the different pages. I just type in the key SKU and then this will pop up. Again, I can type in the information. So for this title, I'll just keep it simple. I'll call it diamond. I've shown everyone the AI description writer, and I'll show everyone how to type in the description manually as well. So for this, I can actually put, this is a 0.5 carat, brilliant cut diamond. Okay, the product type, I can tag this as a loose stone. So this makes it even easier for us to filter out our photos and videos later. Now for the price, we can just make up a price. So let's say this diamond is $10,000. We've only got one in stock. It doesn't have a metal type. The cut is a brilliant cut and the carat is 0.5. And the WhatsApp number is 1234567 for this example. Again, we've got everything populated over here. If you share this link with the customer, you'll be able to share along with them the photos, the video of this diamond, where they can actually interact with, they can zoom in to really see the information on this diamond. So all the details, facets, girdle, color, all the visual aspects of this diamond all in the one link. And the right-hand side, you've got your contact information, and you've also got your pricing and SKU number as well, which is very important when it comes to knowing what diamond you're selling or what diamond they're looking at. Now, we wanted to actually take this experience for everyone watching one step further. Now, if you want to create a catalog for the products, and why would you need to create a catalog? The reason is very simple. You know, if someone's interested in more than one product from you, instead of sharing them, 5 to 10 different links, you'll be able to select the different items over here, add that into one catalog. So I've got an AWDC catalog created over here already. We can just add this into the one catalog. And instead of sharing with them multiple links, you can just share the one link. And over here, you've got your diamonds here that they can click into, or they can click into the ring if they're more interested in the ring instead. The idea of the catalog is to give your customers a way to see the items that they want to look at, right? Without other items floating about, distracting them. So whether you're doing B2B as a diamond wholesaler, you'll be able to filter out all your diamonds based on, let's say, the carats, SKU numbers, and so on, and send them a catalog just with the criteria that they're looking for when they're shopping for diamonds. If you're a jeweler, you'll be able to select certain types of jewelry, white gold, diamond jewelry, and put that all into a catalog for them to look at. So as an example, this is a catalog that I've created earlier with a client. And this is a catalog that we created specifically for diamond rings, right? You can see that I've got all my items here on a beautiful white background. So it looks very professional. It's almost as if it's a simple, very simple website, right? And the main difference is that there's no development required. It's something that's very easy. It took me a few clicks to create something like this to send to the customers that's very professional. It's got your pricing, it's got your SKU numbers. And if someone clicks into any of these items here, you can see that for this particular SKU over here, I've actually got a front on shot photo. I think that this is an essential. It's always good to take one front on shot to really showcase the center stone piece, especially when it comes to selling diamond rings. You've got a shot from an angle so that you can see the beautiful design of the back shank as well. You've got the beautiful side setting here as well. You've got it from the front as well. Again, this kind of shows the overview of the stone looking from the top, so you can see the band from the back as well. And we've also included a hand photography here as well. Right, so I mean, the idea here is to really get together all your visual information of your jewelry, your diamonds, put it all into the one place, include all the information about the pricing, written information, all in the one place as well, and send it to your customer all in the one place, so that it makes it easy for them to browse. It makes it easy for them to shop from you. It just overall increases the virtual experience they have with you, right? Now, so right now, this is everything I've gone through with the Picup Media Hub. Moving on to artificial intelligence and augmented reality, these technology I mean, in the jewelry industry, you've probably heard these words being thrown around a lot. I mean, on my side, the technology we've created is specifically made for the jewelry industry. It's something that our company's built ground up, and it's something that we've built that works alongside the GemLightbox and a GemLightbox Macro as well. You know, for us, it's about giving our customers the entire journey, from taking photos and videos of your jewelry all the way to selling, and everything I'm about to show you now. It's really going to help the process and really enhance this journey to go digital, especially right now during COVID. So let's go back to one of the images I've captured just now using the GemLightbox. You can see that this is on a white background. I've already got all my information populated just to recap from before. More or less, I'd say these photos are very good photos. So it's probably like a 7 out of 8 in my eyes. You know, it's taken using GemLightbox. It's already on a beautiful white background. It's not distracting. It's got a very natural shadow underneath it, which gives a depth, gives a character, which I really like. Now, I do work with some clients as well who prefers to not have the shadow. You know, that comes with personal preference. I personally like the shadow. I think it gives it, you know, a 3-dimensional feel. I feel that without the shadow, it'll look 2-dimensional. It'll look like it's just floating in white space, right? But, you know, for customers or for jewelers who do want to have the shadow removed, we've actually built a remove background feature using artificial intelligence into the Picup Media Hub here. And again, like I said before, it's something that we've built ground up. It's something that we've designed specifically for jewelry and the diamond industry. So the result you get around the jewelry, right? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be very crisp. It's going to be very clean. It's not going to be like the other software out there on the internet that's built for every single product in the world. You know, Picup Media, we understand jewelry. So we understand that, you know, the design's very complex. Jewelry designs can be very intricate. So even if you zoom into, you get this area here where there's a little small design that is not a solid, that is hollow, you can see that we've managed to pick this up using our software, right? It's like I said, it's an amazing technology that we've built specifically for the industry. And over here, you can change that. You can change the background as well. So we've gone from the photography stage of taking the GemLightbox, right, onto the Picup Media Hub, where you can now edit the background color to anything you want in just a few clicks. You know, personally, I like to showcase, you know, diamond jewelry on a pink background. I think that makes a lot of sense, especially for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, engagement parties, and so on. You know, pink is a color you can't go wrong. So you can see that this is really amazing, especially when you put it onto a pink background. You know, another key feature over here that I'm very excited to show everyone is that there is an ability for you to actually upload a custom background as well. So let's say for Christmas coming up, if you need to just quickly put together a quick social media post, right? You now have the ability to take the photo using a GemLightbox in just one click. You saw how easy that was. Move that onto the computer, remove the background, and place this onto a social media image just like this, right? I mean, the alternative to this, right? The traditional way of doing this without the technology we've built is that you would need Photoshop training. You need to buy Photoshop. You need to learn how to use Photoshop. You need to spend hours clipping around the piece, making sure that you've cut out each and every single individual space over here, making sure it looks realistic, and then finding the right photo, resizing everything and putting it on. But you get my point. It's very tedious, right? What we've created here for the industry, it's something that works alongside the GemLightbox, and it's very simple to use, right? So this is our background removal feature over here. Now, 2 additional things that I want to really quickly go through as well is that we also have the option to retouch the image. Now, for people watching this webinar with us today, if you don't know much about jewelry retouching, it's actually one of the hardest skill sets in the world. It requires professional training, years of training, and it's something that's extremely hard to retouch. Normally, even professional retouchers, it will take them about 24 to 72 hours to retouch this image to perfection. Right, it's something that you need to, and if you're not from the jewelry industry, you don't understand the importance of diamond colors, diamond clarity, reflections of white gold, what rose gold should look like, and so on. You're not going to be able to do a good job with retouching, no matter how fast you do it, no matter how much you charge. Essentially, what we've built here is 2 options for everyone to use that allows them to retouch the images automatically. So we've got the light retouching, which it's a light enhancement on the jewelry. So it does a light retouch on the image while retaining its natural qualities. right? So it's more or less just using our artificial intelligence software for it to detect which color and what reflections look best on the piece. And this usually takes about 15 to 20 seconds, right? And it automatically adjusts the color so that it looks much more beautiful for you to put it onto the internet. So this is the first image. I'm going to save this for you so that you can do a comparison of the different photos we've edited later. So I'm just going to hit save on this. And we're just going to save this as a new media file. And this saves on a dashboard. So the idea here is that you've got a new item here so that you can go back to it later. Now, what I'm going to do next over here is actually do our actual artificial intelligence retouching. So the key difference between the light retouching and the full one is that the full one completely removes the blemishes, the dust, and it does a full retouching on the jewelry image to perfection. Now, the only disclaimer here is that it's only good for certain pieces because it is artificial intelligence, right? It's not going to be as good, as perfect as someone who is trained to do it, right? Someone who's trained to do it at 10 out of 10. So at Picup Media, we do image retouching as well. We actually have a team of 40 retouchers around the world who retouches images every single day, and they're able to get the result to about a 10 out of 10. Now, you can see that with artificial intelligence for this particular piece of jewelry, it is a simple design. So we're able to get it to a 7 to 8 out of 10. You can see that it's very beautiful. And the whole piece over here is retouched. And I'm just going to save this onto the dashboard as well, so that we can do a quick comparison of what it looks like. Okay, so this is the original photo, as you can see. Again, it's still a very nice photo. It's on a complete white background, and keeping in mind that it only took us a few seconds and a click to capture it to this quality as well. So it's actually very good for what it is. Now, with our with our artificial intelligence retouching, we're able to get it a little bit better, or if not, a lot better, making it studio quality, just like this. Now, I just want to quickly tie this back to what we were discussing before about organizing everything into a SKU. Now, over here, you can see that with the new files I saved, none of these are assigned to a SKU number. So what I can do now as a normal process, if you were to use this and you were to get a recommendation from me, I would just, as soon as possible, categorize everything straight away into its right SKU number, just like this. And what it's going to look like now is that when you click into the item, is that you'll see these two media files uploaded into the SKU number automatically, right? You can see that everything's very quick. It's very automatic. It's almost like an inventory management system with the GemLightbox. This is something that I wasn't actually able to show previously in my other webinars with AWDC when I was showing the GemLightbox, because this technology wasn't out yet. But now, you know, in addition to being able to take beautiful photos and videos using the GemLightbox Macro of your diamonds, jewelry of the GemLightbox, you can see that we're able to quickly organize all our files into the right place, right? Everything's already in the catalog over here for your customers to start browsing your items and buying, you know, completing the whole buyer's journey. Now, saving the best till last, I'm very excited to show everyone what we have next over here. So we've got the white background photos, we've got you know, the retouch photos, we've got 360 videos, and we've got the social media images as well. Now, what I want to show everyone now is how we can actually place this onto a hand model. Now, humans, we're very visual people, right? If we're buying a product, especially something that's expensive, we want to envision what this looks like on ourselves. And you know, normally when you want to do hand model shots, it's very difficult. You know, you need to find someone in your office to do it. You need to make sure there's the right lighting. You need to make sure that someone's hand's not shaking. You need to make sure that the camera's in focus at all times, or you need to get someone else to hold the camera. You know, it's just very difficult. That's my point. With what we've built here, alongside with the GemLightbox, is that after you take the photo, we have the ability to automatically remove the background, place it onto the finger in just one click. And from here, we can just put it into our existing SKU number, hit finish. And over here, we have created an augmented reality link for you to also send to your customers so that they can visually try on the jewelry themselves, right? So just like that, you can see that I'm able to wear my jewelry in just the one click using the GemLightbox, right? COVID has really highlighted the importance of being able to give your customers a really good virtual experience when it comes to selling jewelry. And at Picup Media, we've created the technology behind the scenes to help facilitate this, right? We've taken the photography process all the way to editing, all the way to augmented reality. So, with today's demonstration of the GemLightbox, it's a little bit different because the GemLightbox now allows you to do so much more. It's not just a photography solution anymore. It's a solution that really allows you to do your editing, visual creation of your jewelry images to augmented reality, product description writing, everything all in the one place, right? So this is the augmented reality. Bottom right here, you also have the option to actually change which finger you want to place your jewelry on. That looks very strange on my pinky, so I'm going to change this to my index. You can see that I can switch to whichever finger I want to in just a one click. And there we go. So the ring finger over here makes the most sense. Now, there's also an option here for your customers to take a selfie. So if the buying decision is not just on themselves, they want to share this photo with someone, they also have the option to click this photo to take a selfie and quickly share this with their family and friends to get their feedback. So this is the augmented reality. I don't know if you've seen the augmented reality products in the market, but generally with augmented reality, it's very difficult to actually implement and especially to create. It requires you to take the photos, remove the background, edit the image, whole lot of editing before you actually get to the augmented reality stage. But the good thing about Picup Media is that we did come from an image retouching background. We did come from jewelry images and photography. So we've essentially automated the whole entire process with this. So the moment you take your photos and videos of GemLightbox, we've got the technology to do all the work for you so that you just click a few buttons and you've got augmented reality in just a one click, okay? In addition to augmented reality, we've also created an image of someone wearing the hand. So, we've also created a hand model of someone wearing the jewelry as well, which it's an additional image, which is very useful when it comes to adding an additional piece of information to your product listing to give your customers more visual information about the jewelry as well. So with today's webinar, it's not your traditional jewelry photography webinar. The jewelry industry and the diamond industry is rapidly changing, and a lot of jewelers are finding new ways to reach out to their customers. Competition is fierce online, especially with COVID. Everyone is going online. So right now, we're trying to help customers in the industry stand out. How can you give your customers the best experience they can have when they're browsing on your website, when they're contacting you on social media? And for us, the answer is what I showed you today, right? It's being able to give your customers the information they want to see in a click of a button, right? Information that's personalized and tailored for them. You've got information and you've got photos and products here that's made specifically for them. And you've got the ability to let them try on the jewelry virtually, which it's as close as it gets to actually trying on the jewelry in real life. At the end of the day, it's not going to replace trying on the jewelry in real life. It's not going to replace face-to-face interaction. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to give them the next best thing if they are browsing for items they want to try on your website or on social media. I hope everyone learned a lot in this webinar. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything here.
Thank you so much, Rocky. I actually got a few questions via WhatsApp this time. So the first one was issues that they might have, and I experienced this too, for instance, with an Android phone, because the examples now were given with an iPhone. So I know the first time that I did it, I was using an iPhone, but I didn't get the best quality. And shortly after, we scheduled a video call, and then Rocky just gave me kind of some tips and tricks on like how I could adjust my phone, and the difference was immense. So, I definitely think that with an iPhone, you can adjust things, but with an Android, that shouldn't be a problem either. But if there's any basic things they would need to know about the phone that they need to use.
Yeah, so the GemLightbox application works on both iPhones and Android phones. there might be very minor differences that, it's due to the phone model itself that you might need to work out when using GemLightbox application. But, to my knowledge, after working with so many clients over 4 years, it's more or less the same. There shouldn't be any issues. But if you are using an Android phone right now and you are having issues, I'm sure it's just a user issue where after I teach you how to use the phone itself, you'll be able to get really good results as well. Yeah, so I guess to answer the question simply, the GemLightbox application works with both iPhones and Android phones, and you should be able to get really good results no matter what type of phone you use.
Perfect. The next question was about the device. Is there something that you specifically recommend for both diamonds and jewelry? Because this client wants to buy only one. It's for small, dainty pieces of jewelry. So.
Very good question. So normally, I would recommend one solution for each because each solution is designed for that specific purpose. But if you are really limited to only getting the one item first, I would suggest to go for the GemLightbox because GemLightbox will be able to let you do both jewelry and diamonds together.
Okay, perfect. The next question was more specifically about the costs involved with the devices. So the app is free. And then are there any other charges other than the device that they would need to know about or need to consider?
The GemLightbox application is for free and it's always been for free. Anyone in your office can download this and use it with the GemLightbox products. With the Picup Media Hub, there is an annual subscription fee and it's $2,388 a year.
Okay, perfect. And could you just quickly, so there's 3 devices that we're currently going to be launching on our Try Before You Buy. So the first one is the GemLightbox, then you've got the GemLightbox Macro, and third and finally is the GemLoop.
Yep, that's correct. So the GemLightbox is, so we've got just the basic set, which is $899. And then we've got an optional turntable, which allows you to capture the 360 videos. I'll just pull up video here. Right, so you've got an optional turntable, which lets you capture the video for $399. And then there's also a aerial turntable, which is a turntable that sits on top of, I'm actually just trying to browse my dashboard to see if I have a video here for the aerial. It's a turntable that lets you photograph your dangle pieces like this from the top, which is an additional $399 as well. The good thing about the GemLightbox is that you can always get the turntables at a separate stage if you want to. So if you want to start off with just one turntable, the GemLightbox and one turntable first, it will cost you $899 plus $399. And if you want to add the additional add-ons later, you can do that as well. And just really quickly, the GemLightbox does come with a black background add-on as well. So let's say, for example, this piece of opal over here was captured using GemLightbox on a black background. Right, you can see that for this piece, the reason why we chose to use it to capture it on the black background is because the color contrasts a lot better, brings out a lot more of the colors of this opal. And the black background add-on is $129. I'll be happy to send everyone out an email after this webinar as well, just with all the pricing information. That way you'll have everything in writing as well.
Perfect. That sounds great. Thank you so much. For those of you that do want to send or want to request any of the devices, we're going to be sending out a mail on Monday since tomorrow's a holiday in Antwerp. So then basically I'll send out the mail on Friday, so you can already reserve it for Monday or the following Thursday. And then we can just get the ball rolling. So it'll be with a scheduling app as well, so you can pick whichever days would suit you, and then I suggest that you contact Rocky or his team members to see if you can already schedule a call at the same time, and then that way you have all the support you need to try it out yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, that's perfect. Exactly right, Alia. If you do want to borrow the products from AWDC, we will also be available throughout that period to guide you through setting up, answering any questions to make sure that you do get the results that you're looking for. If you're also interested in augmented reality, just to see if this is something that your customers will be interested in, we'll also be happy to offer AWDC members a free trial, just to show them the whole entire process from the photography stage all the way to the augmented reality stage. So we'd be more than happy to get your feedback on our new product. So thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Rocky. And thank you all for joining us. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can reach us by email. I'll be sending you more details on Friday. And then as from Monday, you can start borrowing the devices. So I wish you all a really nice long weekend if you're taking it. And thank you so much, Rocky. Speak to you soon.
Thank you, Halia, for organizing. Thank you, guys.
Of course. Bye, everyone. Thank you.